What if I show you the quickest way to build your small trading account? No matter how long you have been trading, these scalping strategies requires no years of experience and no indicators. In fact, this same scalping strategy that I'm showing you guys is a mix of the ICT style, years of mastering Elliott wave, and of course utilizing the Fibonacci sequence. And I put all of this together to make this super simplified for you guys to start building your small accounts in 2024. So let's talk about all of the steps that is needed for growing and building your small trading account in the year 2024. So let's get into the first topic, which is strategies. There's a bunch of strategies out there. I can go on and on about the strategies we can use, but I'm gonna keep it simple for you guys. And there's going to be two strategies that I'm going to use. Like I said, strategy one is based off of supply and demand. I'm gonna show you how effective this can be with the small account. And then strategy number two is putting together the ICT, Elliott wave, and Fibonacci all into one, which will actually blow your account into 2x, 10x, 3x, 5x, just like what we did in our live streams. So right now I'm using a simulator, which is called FX Replay. If you guys want to go ahead and get in tune with it, you can. I will provide a discount link in the description down below so you guys can check it out. But the reason why I'm using this software is because it is a way to help build and grow your accounts, literally like if you were trading on a live account, but obviously you're trading after hours or you're trading before or after, before you actually get into trades. So now since we're trading supply and demand, we're basically focusing on key levels. Right now I am on a 1 hour scale and I am only focusing on S&P 500 and also oil. And there's a reason for that, and I'm gonna break that down as well in a bit. But what we're basically waiting for is to see if we can get a sell set up for market to come down in this demand level, and or if it does, we will be interested in looking for it to buy back up to the supply level, and we could see from here. But let's go ahead and play this and let's see if we can get something to occur. So I'm going to switch this over to a 1 hour scale, and then we're just going to simply hit the space bar, or you can simply hit play, which we can just do that as well. So immediately you see we crushed these levels, and now we're basically possibly looking for that buy setup. So what I am going to do is just hit space until I see it, and we basically got it here. Now once again, I'm on a 1 hour scale. Right now this is perfect for scaling your account, especially S&P and US 30 or US oil or even NASDAQ, just because you make a lot of money, and that's literally it. The volume is outrageous. It doesn't consolidate like any other Forex pairs. It's either straight down or straight up, barely consolidating. So now let's say we're entering in this trade for a buy, and we're just going to ride it to our supply levels. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and buy into this, and all we're simply going to do is I'm gonna actually just do a shortcut. I'm gonna hit Alt-M, and then me bringing it here, we're gonna go ahead and do buy. It's gonna ask us what type of market execution we're doing. We're gonna do market execution, take profit. For now, I am just gonna put the price at 440.0. and then the stop loss will be set at a specific number here. Now, let's say that you don't want to do this because this can be complicated. Another way you can do this to simplify this is do a long position. You can even set your risk this way as well, which will make it super easy. And all you're going to do is hit Alt-M again. And then from here, it's going to have all the numbers set for you. And all you'll have to do is just hit save or save in journal. And that is literally it. So, but before we do that, of course, I want to increase this to 15%. And we can go ahead and take this trade. All right, so guys, now we are officially in the trade. All we're gonna do is hit play, and let's see what this trade does. So as you see, we were just pips away from this trade, and it went left. So depending on how you actually had your TP set, this could have been a winner. It couldn't have been a winner. But what I'm getting at the end of the day is I want to show you guys how relevant supply demand can be if you decide to go with this strategy. Now, this is just one strategy that I use, but this isn't the key strategy that I use to actually grow my account. The second key strategy that I use to grow my account would be the Fibonacci, Elliott wave, and ICT mixed in. And I call this my 3-man standing strategy. Basically, how this works is very simple. It is my 3-man standing strategy that's implemented with my liquidity phase strategy that is based off of the silver bullet as well with ICT. So how this works is quite simple. Just to break it down, all we're looking for is the range. Are we either going up or are we going down? After we establish that, I then look for internal order block levels or supply and demand levels inside of this range, which can be something like this, or it can be something like this. Once market decides to tap into any of these levels, I then wait on price action to show me, in structure to show me that the buyers are now strong in the market. This also works vice versa as well, so it does not matter how you are looking at this. But once we determine that market either created a double bottom, multiple wick rejections, I then wait on that power move candle, which could be a simple engulfing candle. Once I see that, I immediately go ahead and say, you know what, it is time to buy it. And then I use my Fibonacci. Based off my Fibonacci, I draw it from the beginning of the range to the end of the range. And from there, I use 3 TP levels. The very first TP level would be the most recent high, which would be the 0 point, which is the end of the range. This TP2 would be an extended range, which usually these 2 Fibonacci from Fibonacci himself came up with an idea saying that within the -618 and the -27, you can expect some type of manipulation, reversal, or high or low. So I know ideally, in theory, if I wanted to even take this trade to TP2 or even TP3, this is pretty much where that next high will start, which would be a new range form like this. So after I see that, that's when I'm taking that trade to those TPs, TP2 and TP3, and we're just going to ride it from there. All right, so this, like I said, is my favorite strategy of it all because I make the most money when it comes to this. So first and foremost, we need to understand the range. Now, if you guys don't know what a range is or how to spot the range on spot, all you will need to do is make sure you comment down below, drop a video on how to find the range, and I will make sure I do a detailed video. Without the support, without the love, without me knowing, there's no need for me to do it. So like I said, give me that, let me know you want that, and I got you guys back. So immediately, right off the rip, this is the range. Reason being is because this was the most recent low. We broke through it. This was the most recent high. At this time, we broke through it. So this confirmed that this whole thing is the A and the B. So what I am going to do is 2 things. One, draw my Fibonacci from the A point to the B point, just to mark my areas. And then inside of here, I am going to look for the internal supply, the internal demand levels, or the order block levels to solidify this. Now, immediately off the Fibonacci, usually anywhere from the 618 to the 50% mark are your golden levels. And these are the levels that we are using, by the way. If you want to see this, you can. We're just going to go ahead and use the 45. That is my key level. From this to this is kind of where I'm looking for the valid supply and demand levels. Anything above it, I do not care for. It has to be within this box, within these lines. So seeing that we have a lot of demand here and seeing that we have a lot of order blocks and a lot of liquidity here tells me this is a potential level. So all now I'm waiting for is price to give me some sort of rejections, multiple candles, divergence if you're using the RSI, and things like that to tell me that it is time to buy. So all we're going to do is hit play. I'm actually going to slow this down a bit so we can catch up on time. So immediately I am now seeing multiple wick rejections. So right off the rip, we can easily get in this trade. We can long this one. I like to keep my stop loss usually pips away from that most recent low. And then once again, I want my first TP at least be a 101, so I know I'm good. My second TP would be here. My third TP would be here. I'm going to ride this trade all the way through. And what I am going to do is get in multiple trades because I want to go ahead and catch all of this. And the reason why I'm getting in multiple trades is because I'm going to show you why in a bit. But the first trade, we're only going to take it here. The second trade, we're going to take it here. And the third trade, we're going to take it here. And I'm going to explain that in a bit. But before we go ahead and do that, let's make sure we have our position set. We want to make sure, since I am getting in 3 trades, I'm going to divide that 3 into 15%. So basically, to keep it short, let's just do 5% on each trade. And then now we're in 1 trade here, right? And then we're going to also see if we can get in another trade, and hopefully this will allow us to do that. All right, so seeing that we can't do that, I am going to go ahead and hit play and then stop it and then try to do it again and see if we can get in another trade. All right, there we go. We are in that trade, and then I'm going to enter in another trade, and now we are in 3 trades, guys. We are currently in 3 trades. As you see, all the TPs is aligning. The only one that is not aligning right now is this first one here, but we're going to exit out that trade. And once again, you can see all of this down here, which is a simulation of if you were trading real money. So let's go ahead and play. So immediately TP1 smash. We can now exit out that one trade if we choose to, or we can decide to keep riding this trade. But either way it goes, if we want to close out our trades, which I clearly didn't mean to, but we did, either way it goes, we basically made our money back. So once again, guys, this is pretty much how this whole thing works. Now, if you guys want more information on growing your accounts, on scaling your accounts, and all of that fun stuff, definitely take a look at our description down below. Get into with our trade station, our trading floor called tradewithsolo.com. You can get all this information down below, and you can get more in depth. We help you pass prop firms. We also do live teaching. We also post bot trades from our bot, also live trades from us and other educational traders. So if you want to get in tune, make sure you use that link down below. And if you guys like this video, please like it and comment down below you want more, and I'll give you guys those fire gems. Other than that, your boy checking out. Solo. Peace.